Welcome to another episode of the Group Parlay podcast with myself, Nick Strum, Kevin Soin, Andy Simo joining us from Cali. The man is for the pod. Another
Beast.
tough day for the boys. A couple tough losses, but I'll hand it off to Kevin for a quick recap.
Yep. Uh it was a brutal one again, man. I would say these are almost all they're not bad beats, not all of them, but they're just also close. We've been so close. So last night I had Sixers minus 4.5. They covered pretty nicely. Um that felt like pretty easy one. They won by like 15. Um Red Wings plus 1.5 was tight. I was at the Hawks game. Tell me what happened at the end there.
They they pulled the goalie, the other team scored. With like a minute left, they pulled the goalie again. They had another opportunity. The guy had an open net and broke his stick right next to the net. His stick just folded in half,
How do
and
you
he couldn't
break your
shoot the
stick on a
puck.
wrister?
It was ridiculous. I mean, it was
It
a
was
wide
brutal,
open net.
We got to find this
wide
clip.
open. It was like a
It
easy
was a
goal,
tap in. It was a legit tap in, and
and
it
it
just
just
his
snaps.
So
stick
how close
snapped.
was he to the net?
Pretty
Like
close.
2 feet, literally
Oh
2 feet.
my God.
It was a tap in.
That's brutal. All right. So one could call that a bad beat, I think. Then Heat minus 4.5. Strom, were you watching that one?
I sure was. They were up four with about a minute left, and then DeJounte Murray just torched them. You said earlier in the night, it can't just only be Murray, and he went off in the last minute. He scored five. I think he scored all 5 points, game-winning three-pointer. Just not good.
That's an embarrassing loss for the Heat. I mean, yeah, so they lost by one. So we needed the Heat to win by 5. They lost by one. So
And
they hit it
that line moved to 11 and a half. So
really.
bad loss for the Heat. On Udonis Haslam, they put his number up in the rafters. Bad loss.
And Heat were up one. So if I think it was Murray who made that three to go up to they to make them go up one, I think it was actually. If that three doesn't go in, he'd get fouled, and they would have been close to that number. So we're all over, man. The picks are still pretty good. I wouldn't say we're making bad picks. They're all tight. Um,
Just unlucky.
we've been very unlucky. On the month, the pot is now 6-17. We've lost 3 in a row, but we're still up 8.91 units, so we're still in that comfy spot. But like Strom said, big weekend here with 4 bets. I am 14-9. I've won 4 in a row. Andy's 11-12, and Strom's 12-11.
Need
Let's get
one.
into it, man.
Need one here in the next two
We need
days.
it. We need it.
And we suck at NFL, so
So bad at NFL.
I think we should have Andy kick it off.
We're going with the daily first.
Yeah, let's do the daily.
All right. I'm going Winnipeg Jets money line against the Senators. Kind of shocked by this one, to be honest. The Senators are 16-24, and Winnipeg's the best team in the league at 29-10-4. Uh, um, what I really like is Winnipeg does not give up goals. Like, flat out. They are one of the best goals against team. They give up 2.28 goals, which is one of the best in the league. Not to mention they score 3.33 goals a game. Ottawa's like the complete opposite. They give up 3.73 goals a game. They have some of the worst defense and goaltending in the league. I don't even know why this line is this close, to be honest. Jets all the way here.
I love it. It's kind of similar to my abs at the other night. Everyone's like, it's a trap. It's a trap. This one sounds like a trap, but
Yeah,
better
this is
hockey.
like the same pick as like the Lightning versus the Wild the other day I had, which was a blowout win for the Lightning. So
Nice.
I like it. If I looked at the hockey board, I probably would have picked this one. You had the late night pick.
I had to take this early because it's like gonna be at noon here. So I'm like, oh, let's go.
That's nice. All right, I'll go next. I'm taking the Jazz +2 against the Rockets in Houston. I don't know why this is a plus. The Jazz are a better basketball team than Houston. I guess you get a few points for being on the Houston gets a few points for being at home, but the Jazz are still 8-2 in the last 10. We took them there. Strom took them 2 nights ago, and it was tight. I mean, they're still playing good ball. They've also won each of their last 5 games following a loss. And Houston has not been playing great ball. 4-6 in the last 10. Have a couple injuries, but I just think Jazz are a better team here. If they lose this, I'm off on the Jazz though.
What happened to Houston? We used to ride Houston when they were a home team.
That ended. That regressed to the
There's
mean.
no more.
No,
Back to yeah, you got to regress to the mean at some point.
Yeah.
it's a good fade
Oh,
now, honestly.
hopefully not to my pick. I'm going to stick with the same game, actually. I'm going to player prop. Going Colin Sexton over 19 and a half points. As Kevin alluded to, Jazz is playing Houston tonight. Colin Sexton has been on an absolute tear over his last 21 games. He's averaging 22 points a game. He's gone over 20 points in 16 of his last 21 games. So he's hitting at 76% clip, including 6 out of his last 7 games. And in his last 2 games, he scored over 30 points. He's been on fire. He plays fast. I like him tonight. If Utah wants to win, Colin Sexton's going over 19 and a half.
Yeah, our
Better
picks
hit
are
because
aligned, so
you talk about this bet every single day. You talk about this bet every
I
single
know.
day. Better
And I
hit.
don't take it. I don't take it. It hits. It hits. It hits. I'm going to take it one time. He better not fuck me.
yeah, we'll see. Um, all right. So I like today's. I like that every day, but we have Jets +2 at -110. We have Jets money line. Or sorry, we have Jazz +2 at -110. Jets money line at -140. Sexton over 19 and a half at -115. Altogether a nice +429 for the boys. We've had some
I
good
like
odds
it,
lately.
actually. Utah scares me a little bit on the road, but they've been hot. Colin Sexton's been hot. And Winnipeg, I almost see as a mortal lock.
Let's hope it's
Mortal
not a
lock.
trap. Let's just
This is
pray
what
it's
you
not a
guys did with the Canucks, man.
I love me some
Hey, don't
Canucks.
speak about that game.
I love Canucks.
All right. Into the NFL day today. It's gonna be a fun day of NFL. Andy, kick it off.
All right, so I'm going Dalton Schultz over 32 and a half receiving yards. This is simply, I think, 2 things. Texans are going to be down. They're playing the Ravens. The Ravens are the best team in the NFL, as we know, or second best team in the NFL. I think they're going to be down most of the game. Number 2, Tank Dell out, Noah Brown out. I don't know who else they're throwing to. It's really just going to be Nico Collins and Dalton Schultz. So I think he's going to get some receptions here. 32 and a half isn't a big hill to climb. He's also been Dalton Schultz has been one of his favorite targets all year. So look for that to continue today.
I love that pick.
We have
What
an
do you think?
interesting parlay today. I'm just going to put that out there.
I think it's all tight ends.
It is all tight ends.
Wait, I didn't even realize that. Um, kind of random, but Schultz has recorded 58 plus receiving yards in each of the Texans' last 3 games as road dogs.
Love it. Absolutely love that.
Give me a Dalton Schultz anytime touchdown, huh?
All right. In the same game, why don't you go next, Ron?
Yeah, same game, but I'm going the other tight end. I'm going Isaiah Likely over 36 and a half receiving yards. He's gone over the number in 5 out of his last 6. Over that span, he's averaging 54 yards a game. And he's got a good matchup. The Texans give up the most receiving yards to opposing tight ends in the NFL. They give up 66 yards a game to opposing tight ends, and they got absolutely torched last week by both tight ends, David Njoku, and I don't even know who the other Browns tight end is, but torched him. So give me Isaiah Likely over 36 and a half.
He's really come out to be a really good player for them. So I like this pick a lot.
He's scored a
Lamar
touchdown
loves throwing
like
the ball
every
to
game.
Isaiah.
Yeah, you should get a lot of targets. All right. I'm a little nervous now that one of these tight ends isn't going to hit their line, but I'm taking George Kittle 50 plus yards. Kittle's been hitting this game no problem outside of one game. So in recent, 7 of his last 8, he's had 67 plus. So we just need 50. So I think they're gonna be targeting him a lot. Packers defense might be a little suspect today. I don't know if Jair Alexander's playing either. Obviously he's a corner, but tight ends usually get a lot of action against Packers.
This is the only one that makes me nervous, to be honest.
Yeah, I hate it.
I feel like he's so hit and miss. He'll either go for 100 yards or he'll go for 2 catches for 10 yards.
7 of his last 8 though.
Game script could be questionable. I think Green Bay is actually going to keep this closer than people think.
I think so too.
So that would be huge. But if the 49, we could be in trouble.
Yeah, I mean if they get up 21-0 early. I mean, it's playoffs, so they're gonna keep the hammer on them until mid fourth quarter, unless they're up 4 scores.
Jordan Love's God, so I think they're going to keep it close. So
Playoff games are always close.
yeah. Mm,
Division
how about that
this
Cowboys
round,
game last week?
this round, not the first round. This round and next round. I hate it. There's no way this is. All right. To
The
recap
three
this
tight
bet,
end parlay, the first of its kind.
which I didn't even realize, we have 3 tight ends. Kittle 50 plus for 138. Schultz over 32.5 for -115. Likely over 36.5 for -135. Altogether, that's a plus 476. It is a juicy one at least. We got to hit one of these, boys. We got a
Just
lot of
one.
units on the table.
We just won.
We got 9 units on the table. We hit them both.
And then we're clean. We're clean for the month.
I'm nervous.
All right, let's get
All
it.
right.
Let's get it.
Let's have it.